little personal thing. The night I had nothing to do with it because it was the night before a very personal part of my life. I had nothing to do with it. A partner that I was running with at the time did it. It was called Anarchy in August, and I tell you, the name fit perfectly, because it was just hard to watch. I went to the show to watch it. It made me so sad that something that could have been so bad, so good, was so bad. Money was way overspent by this guy. People were brought in that I had no experience with, knew nothing about. And basically everybody that was there didn't really enjoy themselves, because at the time, this person that did this show only drew 8 people. And
then I heard the dome that you were in collapsed after the last match?
Well, what happened was we were in this pop-up dome thing. And if you've ever been to East Windsor and you've been on the highway, you've probably seen it. It's an indoor soccer field. And the thing with it was that 3 hours before anybody had gotten to the arena, one of the seams in the roof popped. So, instead of canceling the show, the person that was running the show decided, you know what, we're going to do it anyway. Well, the dome stood up all night, thank God, of course. And we were leaving, and I was in my vehicle getting ready to go home, and we pull out of the parking lot, and they had just shut the lights off, and from what I was told, the dome structure actually fell in, which was scary to begin with, because as we were leaving, the wind was blowing so hard through the seam that it was rocking the dome facility itself back and forth and making the lights sway. And we affectionately call that place the trash bag with the hole in the top, because that's what it honestly looked like. That's one thing I'll tell all you people that watch this interview or don't know me. I pull no punches. I'm honest. I'm to the point. And if you got a problem with that, then maybe, I don't know, maybe you've either got to watch what I do or get to know me to get to know the kind of person I am. But I pull no punches, so if what I say on this tape from here on out or any further offends anybody, I apologize, but it needs to be said. So I'll just start that off right here, right now.
Right, because, I mean, this interview is, what you think about, certain things and certain people. I know you aren't going to say much about what I'm going to say, but I want to get this on camera just to see your reaction. We have a wrestler in WCWA, and his name is Viper. And I don't know if I want to go any further with that, but his name is Viper, and I already know what you're going to say, but I just want to hear you say it on camera. Tell me about Viper.
Well, I'll just say Viper is a man who causes me much grief professionally at times. He knows he does this. So Sal, I don't hate to tell you, buddy, but you knew this already. And I respect him as a talent. I respect him for the things he's done. I don't agree with some of the way he does business at times with things that, let this be known, are outside of the ring. Inside of the ring, and as a professional and as a performer, I respect him. I respect everything that he is. I've respected everything that he comes from. But when it comes to some outside the ring things, I have issues with. And he knows that.
All right. Before I get into any more people, you had some really good past few shows. We had Masquerade, that was in October 2007. And was it? I always mess up the name because
Retribution.
Retribution, exactly. I always want to call it like Redemption or something, but it's Retribution, which was Retribution 2007 in December. And two really good shows. So do you think after the whole thing that happened in August that you've really, hit your stride now?
Well, that's what I was hoping. And I do think WCWA is right there. I mean, with the addition of some key personnel in the ring, and now the personnel we have in the ring and in the office, we have people that are willing to go that extra mile, that extra step to do what needs to be done. Because I'm not using this as an excuse, but, being in a wheelchair, I can only do so much. I don't drive. People that are in my family that do drive, are working a lot. So I do everything I can, and I just rely on people and the wrestlers to help as much as they can. I rely on the strength of my family to help. My family helps me a lot. From, my uncles who have done so much to my aunts and my cousins and all that. So I think that WCWA, like I said, is right there. And we just need that one huge event to put us over the top.
That's good. I think we have, some big plans coming up for Frostbite 2008, which is real cool. Got some good matches that we can't really say anything about, but if you stay tuned, you will definitely hear more about it. So we talked about the last few shows. We talked about Masquerade and a name I always screw up, so I'm not going to say it. How about a little bit more about some of the guys who are now working with us? Because you said, you mentioned a few of the people that you started off with aren't really working with WCWA anymore, but we've got some new talent in. We've got the Puerto Rican Hound Dog and Lucas Sharp and Mike Jenkins. So just anybody that you think of that's really contributed that you'd like to mention or say what they've done or maybe haven't done or anything.
Well, I'll start. I'm really glad you brought up this topic because I've wanted to phrase this a lot, and a lot of the guys that I'm gonna mention, I thank these guys so much for everything they've done so far. Like Lucas Sharp, the new pound for pound champion. He's just a great talent, and I'm proud to have him with me, because he's a great guy and he has innovative ideas that are just awesome. Other guys I'd like to mention would be like Chris Battle. I like him. I like the work he's done. Basically, everybody that's with me right now, because I can't really single out any other people besides, like Hound Dog, who's given so much to not just me, but I'm sure to everybody else back there. And then, just everybody has raise their game.